Yo, we're bad vloggers.
Yeah.
Alright, bed planting time. Alright, what are we planting?
Some gem lettuce and salanova.
So this is the, well, it was like salad, beets, spinach, and more salad. And now we're doing what we can, planting what we can where we have bed space. So I'm gonna amend this one. This is alfalfa meal. Azomite, this stuff called humic DG, a little bit of phosphorus because our soil is low in phosphorus. This bed was also broad-forked, so it's ready to use. I'm going to use the BCS because it's all bumpy and wavy, and you're good to go. That was 50 feet of bed, 400 plants in 15 minutes. Couldn't have got it done without Addie. Using the tunnel here as a nursery for the time being. Eventually we'll build a nursery. We need to. That's definitely the dumbest thing that I did, was not build one. These are some elderberry starts from our friends John and Angela at Heirloom Permaculture. They sent these in the mail. Started them in the basement, brought them out here. There's also comfrey. Probably plant those out in 2 or 3 weeks or so. We're gonna plant them around the landscape of the house, and then also on the edge of plots, certain areas where we can. Mulberries, serviceberry, that's my favorite tree. Super underrated. Amelanchier. Figs, berry bushes, blueberry, stuff like that. But we're gonna try and integrate all that into the vegetable area, try and bring in beneficials, plant wildflowers, all that stuff. Alright, Wednesday. So just got all the seedlings watered, and now I'm gonna check here. See the beets. They're pretty good. Check farther down the line. It's kind of dry, but the spinach bed is dry, so I'm gonna turn the drip irrigation on. Tori's broad forking that new plot, and I'm gonna start Building this one as a oh crap plot in case we need it. She is coaching CrossFit now too, so she's gonna Broadfork 10 beds and then go coach a CrossFit class. She crazy. Alright, that is rotary plowed, and I'm gonna leave that to cover crop it, and then Tori finished broadforking that and we tarp that. So now she's gonna go coach the CrossFit class. I gotta go get the well permit for the new well, sand for sandbags, and something else. Alright, I'm gonna fill these sandbags with the sand from the local landscape supply. Tori's starting seeds. Alright, I beat Tori.
If I knew it was a race, I would have went faster.
Sure. I unloaded a cubic yard of sand by hand with the shovel and put all the bags. What up?
Get you next time.
Just kidding, it's all about teamwork. I hate doing that. Tori's fast at it and she would hate doing that, so.
No, it's a race.
So those are indented in. Just take some of this, sprinkle it on top of the seeds to cover them, and then water them really heavy. That's pretty much it. Alright, got all the sandbags tied up, moved out to where we think we're going to need them. They're pretty much just at the corner of every plot there. And yeah. Alright, got the seed flats down here too, you can see. So really we'll just let them sit like that until they start germinating and then move them to the tunnel this time of year. But we have the microgreens here under those lights, and then under them the tomatoes. So those are all tomatoes, and then most of these are cucumbers. These are growing really nice. I've been working with plants half my life and never plugged a grow light in until like the other week. They do work. You can see it's pretty nice, but we also get a good amount of natural sunlight that comes in here. There's 4 windows that we get, so I figured this would work, and it has worked with the natural sunlight. I mean, the sun comes up every day. I think it's weird that we use grow lights, but for this application it makes sense. This is a germination chamber that my neighbor helped me build. This little thing here is gets off an AC unit, and then there's a thermostat in back here, so it reads the inside temperature. But then that thing tells this to click on, which it just did, if you heard that, because I opened the door. And then this is a crock pot, just on warm, and the peppers are in here right now, but this is how we germinated all the tomatoes. This is how we germinate a lot of stuff now, because it works really well. Alright, Thursday, I forgot to record this morning because it's harvest day. We got a lot to do. It's supposed to rain this afternoon, so we got harvest, wash, pack, get things ready for restaurant deliveries and some retail orders, plus the markets. Tori's harvesting spinach. I'm about to harvest collards. This is celery that's almost ready. The difference in taste is crazy. It's so much better. Alright, we got just about everything harvested now. So if you can see it. So over here is all the greens. That's all the roots. Carrots, beets. Might be some radishes. I don't know what's working around. Spinach. A salad mix. So it's restaurants and the market, and yeah, now it's time to start washing. Tori's cutting microgreens here. So today they're forecasting winds. It's already starting to be a little windy, so it's coming out of the north-northwest, which is that way. So I'm gonna close all the tunnels on that side so the wind hits the closed side, and then the open side can still vent so it doesn't get too hot in there. For stuff like this, it's really important to know your individual microclimate and how the weather is gonna affect your land. That kind of goes for everything really. The more you understand your land, the better off you'll be. And for like the crops you're growing and things like that, the more you understand what that crop needs, the better you'll be able to grow it. It's not a mechanical process. Don't really want to say there's no right or wrong, but there's definitely an intuitive way to look at it and a not intuitive way to look at it. The more intuitive you get, in my opinion, the better off you'll be, most likely. Now, you'll make. It's all about making mistakes and learning from them. I've made tons of them out here, but if I don't learn from them, I don't grow anything and sell it. And I want to say that I'm not an expert. I don't have all the answers. I never will have all the answers because nature always has a last laugh. You're always going to be learning. You could do something this way today, and then next week learn something by reading a book. Or I don't really watch YouTube videos much about other farms or homesteading or anything. I read books that are about growing plants. I studied horticulture in school, so I have the base knowledge of how plants grow, how soil works, weather. I've been in the field for 15 years, so remember that I don't have your answers, and because I'm making YouTube videos doesn't make me right. It's just I'm just a YouTube personality or whatever, and what you really need to do is develop the skills in yourself and not hope that I'm going to answer them for you or something like that. I make these videos because I want this stuff to work around the country or whatever, whoever. So that's the route I'm going to take, is how we see and look into our land, not regurgitating stuff that I saw in other YouTube videos, and also taking the route that I'm vlogging this stuff for you guys, for our customers. Whenever you have kids, I think it'll be cool for them to see it, but also the reality of selling vegetables to make a living and not selling the idea of selling vegetables to make a living. So yeah, it's Friday, it's delivery day. Tori's got to take some stuff to a friend's place for a baby shower, and customer pickups are today at the farm, and we got to wash and prep for market still, so hopefully it's a good day. Alright guys, I'm delivering to the Honey Hog right now. Out here with Steven, the pit boss.
How y'all doing?
So Steven cooks all this stuff, look at that.
We got ribs right here.
Dude, that smells so good.
They're finishing up.
When did you start these?
Started these last night about 3:30.
Dang. 3:30 a.m.?
3 a.m. last night.
That's real barbecue. So they got a huge pile of wood out here, and that's how Steven cooks all this stuff, is with the real wood.
You can test it right quick. This is how you show if it's done. Pressing, meat pulling apart, ribs, bone showing.
So it's gotta be soft or something? Like it pulls easy, right?
Oh yeah, it falls off the bone.
Yeah.
Did about 100, 120 last night.
You did 120 racks?
120 racks.
Dang.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
The Honey Hogs are blowing up right now, and they're opening another restaurant, so
Yep.
that's awesome.
Oh,
You guys-
Denny's down the road here.
Yeah. If you all want to see more of Steven's stuff, check him out on TikTok.
Yep.
What's the
Pit balls. That's the honey hog. Yeah, underscore honey hog.
Okay. Pitboss _ honey hog. I'll write it on the screen so you
Alright.
can see it. Alright. Alright, back from deliveries and all that, so we got finished washing.
And bagging everything.
Alright, we finished just in time for the customer pickup. So it's pretty hard to have stuff available at this time of year because you never know how your winter is going to be. Like we had 7 inches of rain in one day, dips down into 20 degrees, a lot of windy days, but the tunnels make the biggest difference, although these are outside. But definitely plan to get more tunnels so we can continue to grow all year, because that's our plan. If people eat all year, you should grow all year and make local food a real thing. We definitely could have had more available this time because we're getting pretty slim right now, but we're also planting for spring, so bed space is something you gotta take stuff out, put stuff in. But if my back wasn't messed up, we'd have more. But thanks to Tori working on Sundays with me being all gimpy, it was like the only time I could do anything other than harvest, which took 3 days instead of 1. So, sugar mama. Well, used to
Not
be sugar.
anymore.
Just got some fig cuttings from my friend Nick. So most of you guys probably recognize him from his name, Growing Back to Eden. These are straight from Paul's place. Nick's actually living with Paul in Washington, and yeah, this is cool. Can't wait to plant these out here. Nick has a YouTube channel, Growing Back to Eden. Check it out. He's doing a CSA this year, so he's got a bunch of projects going on up there that are really cool. And if you guys like anything that I put up, you'd probably like what he puts up. So, thanks, Nick.